Off we go at the Xfinity Center. Maryland trying to prolong a 30-game home winning streak, the nation's longest. Working on the pick and roll with Angel Reese. We'll see quite a bit of that today. The short-range J from BB off the mark. But look at the nation's best offensive rebounder. Reese, he couldn't get it to go, but Owusu right there to clean things up. Penn State at 7-5 on the season.
They average. Maryland averages 41 rebounds a game, second best.
McKenna Marissa, the leading scorer for Penn State, threw that away. Up comes Diamond Miller into the transition and able to finish. Quick 6-0 start for the Terrapins. Just glad to have her back in the lineup, in the starting lineup. Just kind of working her way back to clean up on the offensive glass there from Shea Hagans.
Where she said after the game that Indiana was the better team that night. And it was really a great win for Indiana at home. They just never let up. Well, she played 31 minutes in that game, Jason, and that was a big difference maker, a great test for her physically and mentally. But just to see her starting tonight, you know that Maryland wants to see her back on the floor.
Shot clock winding down, and McKenna Marissa just has to take a tough J. Couldn't get that to go. However, Penn State will reset here. First 20 on the shot clock. Marissa fires away from deep and connects.
McKenna Marissa is just an incredible scorer. She had 33 points in their last outing, like you said, 19 days ago for Penn State.
Nice cut from Bibby at the other end, making her way to the rim.
Well, what Maryland likes to do, they like to switch. Right here, you're going to see another switch happen defensively.
Off the mark that time from Anna Camden, 6'3" junior who can stretch the floor. Owusu able to get the nice shooter's roll.
Trying to get some ball screen set, trying to clear some areas to cut. But you also have to take nice off-ball cuts as well. Diamond Miller. Well, they're going to need her experience on the floor, no question about it. Carolyn Kieger said she's still trying to get her body together in terms of her stamina, as they are just at the beginning now of conference play.
Owusu on the defensive end, and then an outlet to Miller, turns it into 2.
Tremendous disruption defensively. Diamond Miller over the top on the screen, nowhere to go with those long limbs, and Owusu was able to get a stop as well.
Angel Reese couldn't quite get that to go, but you see her length on the offensive glass. Right back to the rim. Back to the way come the Nittany Lions, cutting right through traffic for an easy finish is Leilani Kapanis. Under 10 seconds to play in the first quarter. Owusu, little step back. So poised at the end of the opening quarter to stretch this lead, 26-11 after 1.
The ball started moving around, but it was too little too late in that regard. So you've seen a little bit better ball movement early on for Maryland, but they need to continue with that.
It can almost look a little odd how she finishes around the rim, but she gets the job done either way. Long rebound favors Penn State. They can reset the fresh 20, and this time able to turn it into 3.
Maybe just reach behind you and flip it in, but just a tough cover. How do you guard that without fouling?
Is it still pretty easy for you against the kids?
I think with what Carolyn Kieger has said, with them getting back into sync, it's all about staying ready.
Starting 1 of 5 early on. Jaycott will try another 3, this time off the iron. The follow-up attempt is good, though, from Kayla Thomas. Owusu drains another mid-range jumper. Runway to the rim that time. Nia Beverly able to finish. 14-point game. This Maryland group with 4 losses on the season as Sellers drains the 3.
We had a chance to ask Coach Kieger about that today, and she said, you know, sometimes it's just about matchups, but she was reading the switches that Maryland presented very well in that one.
Shea Hagan's finishes at the other end. Penn State has never beaten Maryland with these two teams as both members of the Big Ten. A follow-up attempt from Owusu. Bit more up and down
They
action.
didn't have any rebounders down there. Right, Penn State didn't have any rebounders down there, so that was a tough shot. If you're going to pull that, that's got to fall.
To extend this lead even more. Nearly kicked it away again.
She has been a key part for sure.
The opposite end, the tray goes down. It's Benson, their sniper from deep.
Katie Benson, Brenda Free said they need to find her and Chloe Bibby more shots, more opportunities to score, and they've been able to do that so far in this first half.
Gets
This
it.
Maryland team led the country in scoring last year.
So Owusu adds on to the total as Maryland ends this first half on a high note.
And they got that together for us. 52 combined minutes for Maryland when they are at full strength, and they just have not been full strength all season of the team, and to have her not active for the rest of the year is going to be a challenge for sure for Maryland.
Second three of the game from Benson, then a turnover.
That game and where they need to get better, and credit Indiana for challenging the best out of other teams, and Indiana is number 6 in the country for a reason.
Back the other way, another bucket for the Lady Lions. Didn't come too far away from her hometown. She's a Pittsburgh area native. Averaging a little over 21 points per game this year. Penn State with a high hurdle to climb, trying to use the 3-ball to claw their way back. But this end of the floor is where they need stops. Sellers able to drain the tray of her own.
The horn set here for Maryland. Well, that's her sweet spot. She can knock in threes as well, but in that horn set, all you do is just kick it to her. What this Penn State team wants to do, they want to take a lot of time off of the clock, but they've got to move the ball as well. Can't just be dribbling. She loves to watch film and break it down to the nth degree.
Mimi Collins drains another mid-range jumper.
I'm not sure why Angel Reese didn't turn and shoot that ball. She was wide open under the basket.
Owusu dishes to Bibby. Now Diamond Miller has some space for 3. This time they get the cross-court feed to Owusu, who drains a tray. She's the only player in this game with 20 now. Kapanis answers right back.
She's done a good job in her 18 minutes of play this evening, and she's 1 for 3 now from range.
Mimi Collins as consistent as it gets when it comes to the mid-range jump shot. The other way, with under a minute to go in the third quarter, Benson will kick it back out. Lovely feed from Sellers, down low, and 2 more by way of Chloe Bibby.
In the first game that she played, she only played about 4 minutes, so I don't really count that one. She has really looked tremendous in the time that she has had on the floor, but she looks strong and swift.
Now you think those numbers might be fairly consistent when it comes to how much she's playing with Faith Massonis out, as Angel Reese utilizes her strength.
She is just winding her way to the rim with ease tonight.
Such good sense around the basket. Long 3 from Marisa. For Penn State, only player outside of Marisa in double figures is Kapanis with 10. There's Angel Reese once again down low. Business as usual.
Jason, only 16 teams average more than 80 points a game. 4 of them are in the Big Ten, and Maryland already over the 80-point mark coming into this game. They were averaging just under 82 a game.
another kind of thing, though, Christy, that you look back on film and not giving up on a play leads to this at the opposite end. Yes. 9th double-double of the season for Reese as the shot clock winds down on Marisa, who somehow got that to go. Kind of her version of what Angel Reese did at the opposite ends. Shot clock winding down again on McKenna Marisa. It's at 2. Double clutches and somehow was able to get that to go off the window. Speaking of talented scores, Heller's able to get herself a shooter's roll. Finds yet another bucket. This time it's a 3.
That's just what Cheyenne Sellers counted on. That's why she made the proper read to pull the 3. And she can get by. I mean, she has some wheels on her. She has some speed, so yeah, you might have to meet her underneath. Right here, she just hit a 3, so okay.
This year's roster, now we noted Faith Masonis will be out the rest of the way. Pretty spin move there. Where do you see the most potential when it comes to as the bench starts to get involved?
Well, I think they just have to stay the course, and I think that's what they want. I mean, they are competitors, or else they wouldn't be there, number one. It was just fun to experience that, and again, no creature comfort, so I mean, it was a little more difficult. It was definitely the love in basketball, and that's what a lot of the WNBA players do as well. They play year-round, and you have to love it to be able to do that, and I know I certainly did.
Maryland will take a quick trip over the weekend to play Minnesota on Sunday, and they'll be back home the following Sunday to match up with Michigan. That should be really fun.
Mike Tebow will tell you that his wife is definitely the head coach of the team, Nancy Tebow. Well, it's been a big advantage for Maryland in the paint as well. A 46-26 advantage. And that has been a huge difference maker at a 26-4 advantage on points off turnovers.
Diamond Miller, who has the basketball right now, is a key part of that excellent start. Absolutely gorgeous move down in the posts.
Just smooth right there, Jason. I mean, when you're talking about this Maryland team, they're shooting 56% from the floor and 52%.
Well, you always have to be on your A-game against this Maryland squad. 5 players in double figures, forced 20 turnovers and cruised from start to finish.